So, good morning students. Welcome to the next part of the same chapter, halogen derivative, part 3. So, in last video we have seen introduction of the halogen derivative and their classification. Okay. Now we will switch on a very important topic from the same chapter, that is called methods of preparation. Listen here what I am saying. Methods of preparation, you can call it as a synthesis. Okay, everybody know in organic chemistry synthesis is very important. Okay, so basically starting point is the introduction followed by nomenclature, and after that we have to see synthesis, that is the methods of preparation. So here remember our agenda is to prepare alkyl halides. Okay, so let's do it. Number one, okay, number one, what is that? From alcohols. Everybody know what is meant by alcohols. Okay, general structure of the alcohol is like this: ROH. This OH is the functional group and this R is the alkyl group. Okay, so when alkyl group is directly attached to hydroxyl group or this oxygen atom, it is called as the alcoholic group. Now when alcohol will give you alkyl halide, when alkyl halide react with halogen acids, that is HX, the value of HX is equal to HCl, HBr, or we can say HI. Okay, so initially we will start from the HCl. So how ROH, that is alcohol, produce alkyl halide from the HCl? Of course, when we use HCl, we will get the alkyl chloride here. So let us see one by one. So subtype from HCl. Okay, from HCl. Now before that, this reaction is also known as hydrohalogenation. See here, hydrohalogenation. Hydrohalogenation means what? Addition of HX. Addition of HX, that is called hydrohalogenation. Now here HCl, therefore it will be known as hydrochlorination. Hydrochlorination. So how everybody see here? First, conc HCl plus anhydrous zinc chloride. Okay, this combination is nothing but your Lucas reagent. What is that? Lucas reagent. Everybody see here, in multiple choice questions such a type of questions can be asked. What is meant by Lucas reagent? They will give you pair and you have to select it. Okay, so by using this Lucas reagent we can convert any alcohol into the desired alkyl halide, that is alkyl chloride. Okay, so everybody see here, for example, let us write general reaction ROH, isn't it? ROH, which is what? Your alcohol. Okay, plus what is next? Conc HCl, that is called Lucas reagent. On the arrow, anhydrous, see here, anhydrous zinc chloride followed by heat. This triangle indicate heat, temperature. Okay, so there will be formation of desired RCl, that is alkyl chloride, isn't it? Plus H2O, plus H2O. Now our question, note the question properly. See here, how will you prepare? Everybody see here, how will you prepare? This question is very important, exam oriented question. How will you prepare? Number one, ethyl chloride. See here, ethyl chloride, which is 1 degree primary. After that, isopropyl chloride, which is another 2 degree, and next is the tertiary, that is T-butyl chloride. Okay, T-butyl chloride. So let us see their preparation one by one from the HCl and alcohol. Number A, ethyl chloride. See here what I am saying. So ethyl chloride we want. Everybody see here the type of questions. How will you prepare? How will you obtain? What is the action? Such a type of frame questions will be there. Okay, so by finding product you have to decide the reactant here. So ethyl chloride, so you have to take what? Ethyl alcohol. So directly I am writing CH3CH2, this will be the reactant. Okay, so it will be known as ethyl alcohol, or you can write ethanol plus concentrated HCl. On arrow you know very well what we have to write: anhydrous zinc chloride followed by heat. Here you will get the desired ethyl chloride CH2Cl along with what? Water. Now number B, isopropyl chloride. So take what? Isopropyl alcohol. Okay, now everybody know this is primary alcohol, this is your secondary alcohol. What is the name? Isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol, isn't it? Isopropyl alcohol plus same concentrated HCl anhydrous zinc chloride followed by heat. Corresponding product, simply this OH will be replaced by Cl and you will get here what? Isopropyl chloride. You can also call it as a 2-chloropropane. 2-chloropropane. You will know about this clearly, no doubt. Number C, T-butyl chloride. T-butyl chloride, so select such a alcohol so that it will give you tertiary alkyl chloride. So T-butyl, so tertiary, everybody see here, CH3, CH3. Now this carbon atom is tertiary, okay, this carbon atom is tertiary. Therefore if you attach here OH, it will become what? T-butyl alcohol, isn't it? T-butyl alcohol. Same reaction. Now listen here everybody. Okay, in this reaction we only require concentrated HCl while we do not require anhydrous zinc chloride. Okay, therefore directly I am writing the product CH3, CH3, CH3 and here sorry Cl plus H2O. Now why so? Listen here. What happened? The reactivity of alcohols, towards the addition of HCl or towards the halogen acid is like this. How? Like this. 3-degree alcohol is highly reactive for this reaction. After that 2 degree, after that 1 degree. This is called what? Reactivity of alcohols towards the addition of HCl or addition of HX. Therefore, everybody see here, for the formation of primary alkyl chloride, it will require some time, extra time. After that, the time required for the formation of secondary alkyl halide is less than that of primary, and tertiary formation of tertiary alkyl halide takes place very instantly. Even it don't need the anhydrous zinc chloride, and that's why the reactivity is found to be like this. Okay, so this type of questions can be asked also in the examination about the reactivity. So this is about the formation of alkyl chloride. Now B, let us write. See here what happened. Once you know about the HCl, you can easily go for the HBr as well as HI. Now number B, from HBr. Now see here, this HBr is very unstable. Actually it is not available in the laboratory. It is very unstable, and that's why it is prepared in situ. In what? In situ. How? Everybody see here. Sodium bromide when react with concentrated H2SO4. See here what happened. Okay, so there is a formation of sodium sulfate along with HBr, along with what? HBr. Actually take 2 molecules of that, and here it will be okay, Na2 sodium sulfate and twice HBr. So this HBr which is formed in situ is further react with alcohol forming the same product. How? Same question. How will you prepare? Same question as I have written previously. How will you prepare ethyl bromide? Remember, isopropyl bromide and ethyl bromide. See here, ethyl bromide. Number B, isopropyl bromide, and next is the T-butyl bromide. Okay, T-butyl bromide. So this is assignment for you. Everybody see here, this will be the assignment for you. Question you have to solve at home in your notebook. Okay, so how will you prepare this one from the alcohols? Okay, one reaction I will go. See here how it will happen. एक reaction तुम्हाला solve करून देतो आहे. ठीक आहे. See here how formation of ethyl bromide. Therefore it will be HBr. Okay, on the arrow you have to write what? NaBr plus conc H2SO4, ठीक है, conc H2SO4. You will find here CH3 CH2 Br CH plus H2O. Similar to that, HBr, again same condition. What is the same condition? So here same condition is there, NaBr conc H2SO4 heat. You will get here what? Simple reaction is there. Okay, now in next case what happen? Everybody see here HBr, but here keep in mind, here sodium bromide along with the dilute H2SO4. Why? Because this is highly reactive with the sulfuric acid, therefore so you will get the product. Even we have solved this. Okay, so this is about the preparation of alkyl bromide also known as hydrobromination. Now next, number C. What is C? See here, from HCl HBr, after that there is a reaction of alcohol with the HI, so that we can prepare the alkyl iodide. So see here what happened. Let us take general reaction, ROH, okay, plus HI, ROS plus HI in the presence of, this is very important, sodium iodide, or you can write here potassium iodide, along with phosphoric acid H3PO4. okay, this acid is very important, and you will get corresponding alkyl iodide plus H2O. For example, same question you can write as previously. So CH3 CH2OH plus HI. okay, so there is a condition, suppose sodium iodide followed by what? Phosphoric acid. You will get corresponding CH3 CH2I plus H2O. So this is the preparation of alkyl iodide from the hydrohalogenation reaction, is it? Now next category, let us move towards the next category. See here carefully what I am saying. Number 2, rather than title, directly we go for the question here. Okay, so you note this question because many times this was the part of examination. Got it? Many times this was the part of examination. Number 2 in heading, question directly, how will you prepare? How will you prepare? How will you prepare ethyl chloride from, okay, number A PCl3, number B PCl5, number C SOCl2. What are their names? Phosphorus trichloride, phosphorus pentachloride, and thionyl chloride. So these are the one of the important reagents from which we can prepare the alkyl chloride here. Okay, so let us write one by one. Number 1, A, preparation of ethyl chloride using PCl3. Take corresponding alcohol here, CH3 CH2OH. okay, you can write like this. What is this? Ethanol plus PCl3. Heating is very important, that's why we write like this. Take 3 molecule of alcohol, you will get here thrice CH3 CH2 Cl plus H3PO3. okay, now here important byproduct obtained, that is called as phosphorus acid. Which acid? Phosphorus acid H3PO3. okay, so after that B, from PCl5, okay, same reaction you can write CH3 CH2OH, ethyl alcohol plus PCl5. Of course heating is important here. See the balancing of reaction, CH3 CH2 Cl plus phosphoryl trichloride plus HCl. okay, so here desired product obtained is the chloroethane or ethyl chloride. After that C, from what we have to prepare ethyl chloride? Thionyl chloride. Again take same molecule of alcohol, CH3 CH2OH. you can write in zigzag manner also, no problem. What is this? Ethanol plus SOCl2. okay, what is the name? Thionyl. See here, thio compound means sulfur containing compound. Thionyl chloride, very simple reactions. See here. Okay, here what is to remember? This reaction undergo via reflux, via reflux in the presence of pyridine. See here, in the presence of pyridine. This is important condition. Okay, after that we get the desired product CH3, CH2, and here Cl plus SO2 plus HCl. So here whatever byproduct we obtain, that is the gaseous byproduct along with the desired product, that is called chloroethane or ethyl chloride. So in this way we can prepare ethyl chloride via from PCl3, PCl5 and SOCl2. Next, similar to that we can prepare alkyl bromide also. How? See here, if we use PBr3, okay. Now how to prepare, everybody see here, twice P plus thrice Br2, isn't it? Twice P plus thrice Br2, there is a formation of this unstable, twice PBr3, same reaction will be there, okay, same reaction will be there, CH3 CH2 OH, after that plus PBr3, just like a PCl3, take here 3 molecules, on heating you will get what? Desired product CH3 CH2 Br plus H3PO3, isn't it? Similar to that we can try for the phosphorus triiodide also, no problem, 3 molecule of corresponding alcohol, isn't it? Very easy. How it is prepared? Twice Pi3, twice phosphorus plus 3 times I2. See here, Pi3 twice. I have taken this Pi3 over here. Why this reaction is important? See here, the formation of this PBr3, this Pi3 all takes place in situ, okay, because they are highly unstable. That's why at the time of reaction we have to prepare them. Now see here, just like a previous one, 3CH3 CH2 and I plus H3PO3. Got it? H3PO3. So in this way we can prepare alkyl iodide like ethyl iodide also. Okay, so these are the methods of preparation of alkyl halides. Now next, now listen here. Now next category of the reaction, that is called halogenation. Number 3. What is that? Halogenation. Everybody see here. Halogenation. Halogenation means what? Halogenation is simply addition of X2 molecule. Which molecule? Addition of X2 molecule. That means addition of Cl2, it will be known as chlorination. Addition of Br2, it will be known as bromination. Addition of I2, it will be known as iodination. That is called, in short, halogenation. Okay, so that is the caption word for you. Actually, chlorine chlorination, bromine bromination, I2 iodination, isn't it? Now these reactions require different conditions that you have to remember. Reactions are very easy. For example, let us write number A, halogenations. In that, chlorination of alkane. Okay, chlorination of alkane. Before that, the reactivity of halogenation towards the alkane is like this. See here, reactivity of halogenation towards the alkane is like this. F2, chlorination is highly reactive. After that Cl2, after that Br2, and after that I2. So this is the reactivity order. Remember what I am saying. What is this? It is the reactivity order. In this manner the reaction will take place. So chlorination, chlorination, bromination and iodination. Out of that, first we switch on chlorination. Now see here, for example, methane gaseous, okay, excess amount. Now what happened? It will be react with Cl2 in the presence of UV light, ultraviolet light, or you can take diffused, see here, diffused sunlight. This is very important condition. Okay, so here you will get what? CH3Cl. chloromethane or methyl chloride. Now if we take Cl2 in excess quantity, what I am saying, if we take Cl2 in excess quantity, then under the same condition means what, UV light or diffuse sunlight, you will get what here, CH2Cl2, dichloromethane or methyladene dichloride. See the nomenclature, dichloromethane or methyladene dichloride. Further reaction continue, if we have under same condition, it will become what, CHCl3, very important product, trichloromethane, or simply you can write here chloroform. What is this? Chloroform. Again reaction continues like this, Cl2 under same condition, you will get extra or most stable product. What is that? Carbon tetrachloride, CTC, carbon tetrachloride. And in the chlorination of methane, this is the extra stable or most stable. Okay, so in this way such a type of reactions will be known as what? Chlorination of alkane, that is here methane. Similar to that, see here, bromination will be happen. How? Everybody see here, for example CH4 okay, plus Br2, take here anhydrous aluminium tribromide, okay, aluminium tribromide, you will get here CH3Br, no problem, CH3Br. Similar to that sorry, plus HBr. Okay, similar to that, this reaction is very important, note here all of you, CH4 plus I2, bromination, chlorination, it will be iodination. Okay, so when we go for this reaction, what happened, we get the product CH3I, methyl iodide or iodomethane along with HI. But experimentally it is found that, theoretically or experimentally it is found that this reaction is not a forward direction, I mean this reaction is not a type of forward direction only, while this is the reversible reaction. It is not a unidirectional reaction, this is the reversible reaction. Now why this is reversible? Reversible reaction means what? Reactant once convert into product and product convert back into the reactant, that is called as the reversible reaction. Now what is the reason for that? Let us see. Okay, so what happened, when methane react with the iodine, there is a formation of, as usual, alkyl iodide, methyl iodide along with HI. Now this HI, see the history, this HI is very, very strong. What I am saying, HI is very, very strong reducing agent. See here what I am saying, reducing agent. And that's why, being strong reducing agent, this HI reduces methyl iodide back to alkane, back to what? Alkane. And therefore this reaction is not a single directional reaction, rather than it is the reversible reaction. Then what are the treatments, what are the possibilities to prepare what, that type of alkyl iodide? Then we have some possible ways, I mean to say we have some treatments. Okay, so if we want to complete this reaction permanently, then in this manner this reaction will not be completed. So in order to neutralize that strong reducing agent HI, we have to convert, I mean we have to take oxidizing agent. Which agent? Oxidizing agent like, see here, HgO, mercuric oxide, HiO3, okay, or HNO3. ETC type of oxidizing agent you have to consider, so that they can prevent the reduction of methyl iodide. So let us write, for example, see here, for example, directly question we write, how will you prepare, see here, how will you prepare, how, okay, what ethyl iodide, हाँ क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है. Then see here, take first C2H6, okay, this is the alkane as usual. After that we take I2, after that we take oxidizing agent intentionally, For what? In order to prevent reversibility of the reaction. So what happened, everybody see here? Here 2, here 2, okay? Let us balance the reaction. Twice C2H5 iodide plus, what will happen? Then HgI2, okay, plus H2O. Now see here, there is prevention. We have prevented the formation of HI, so that which was the responsible for the reversibility of the reaction. Now reaction cannot be reversed and we got our product, desired product, that is the ethyl iodide. So in this way, by using hydroiodic acid or nitric acid, even you can prevent this reaction, okay? So if you want more detail, you can go through the textbook, no problem, okay, for reaction with HiO3 and HNO3. But here point to be noted that why direct iodination is not possible. See here what I am saying. Question can be there. Explain why direct iodination, this is very important, 2-mark question, is not possible. Is not possible. Why? See here. Already I explained the answer. Already I explained the query, okay? So because of this HI, direct iodination is not possible, and therefore in order to success that iodination, we have to we have to use HgO, this one or this one, which are the strong oxidizing agent, because this type of reducing agent only can be prevented by, neutralized by, minimized by such a type of oxidizing agent, isn't it? So this is about the halogenation, that is what? Chlorination, bromination and iodination. Now this is also one of the important method to prepare what? Alkyl halide, okay? Now let us go for the next reaction. See here, let us go for the next reaction. Number 4, method of preparation. See here. Okay, before that, fluorination. One more is there, na? Fluorination. See here, number D, fluorination. Now see here, this reaction is not possible. Why? Because this reaction, the reaction of alkane, this is your alkane, okay, plus F2. Plus F2. What happens here? If we write like this, RF plus HF, okay? Now this reaction is highly explosive. Kashi hai reaction? Explosive in nature. This type of reaction is highly explosive in nature, and this HF is very, very poisonous and corrosive. Kasa hai ha? It is the poisonous and corrosive, okay? And that's why the preparation of alkyl fluoride via fluorination is not possible, is not favored by the chemist, okay? Because of explosive nature of the reaction and poisonous and corrosive nature of the hydrogen fluoride. Got it? Next. Now next method of preparation. See here. In next method of preparation we will see number 4, exchange type of reaction. What? Exchange type of reaction. In that, see here, reaction. In that, number A, Finkelstein reaction. Which reaction? Finkelstein reaction. See here what happened. Directly I am writing the reaction first. Okay. When RCl RBr. Okay. Exchange type of reaction means what? Here we can prepare desired derivative. Okay. When RCl RBr react with what? Sodium iodide plus sodium iodide, isn't it? In the presence of, these conditions are same, dry acetone. What happened here? Exchange of halide takes place. Exchange means what? This Cl go to sodium, this iodide go to R. So here we will get alkyl iodide plus sodium chloride. Here we will get alkyl iodide plus sodium bromide, isn't it? Sodium chloride, sodium bromide. For example, how will you prepare methyl iodide? Then take methyl chloride plus sodium iodide, isn't it? In the presence of, already we mentioned the condition, dry acetone. So exchange, it will be there CH3I plus what? NaCl. Similar to that, CH3Br plus NaI. Again what? Dry acetone, isn't it? So here there will be a formation of methyl iodide exchange plus sodium bromide. So this type of reaction is known as Finkelstein reaction. See here, question can be asked for 2 marks. Write a short note on Finkelstein reaction, then you have to go such a type of reaction. Now one more reaction is there, everybody see here. One more reaction is there that I will not take here. You have to do that reaction in self manner. Only I will provide you the heading title. Okay, the title of that reaction under the title 4B, Swart reaction. See here, which reaction? Swart reaction. Swartz reaction. I will explain the outline of this reaction. Using Swart reaction, we can prepare alkyl fluoride. We can prepare alkyl fluoride, and for that purpose we have to use what? Some metallic fluorides like silver fluoride. Everybody see here, silver fluoride. Metallic fluoride means what? Silver fluoride, cobalt fluoride, etc. Okay, by using this you have to prepare the alkyl. See here, alkyl halides. Okay, now see here, already we have discussed the fluorination, and we got one thing, that fluorination is no more fruitful for the preparation of alkyl fluoride because of the explosive nature of the reaction. Some poisonous sort of ideas are there, or some corrosive nature is there, and that's why only Swart reaction is very found to be successful for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. Okay, so in this way you have to go for them, isn't it? Will you do it? Okay, so this is exactly assignment for you. Okay, this reaction you have to prepare, write down on the notebook. Very simple reaction. Okay, so this is the simple ways to prepare the alkyl halides. Okay, methods of preparation, definitely 2 mark, 1 mark questions will be there. And again remember one thing, the ideas of the ways of this type of reactions will be repeat in the incoming organic chapter. So once you confirm competent in this type of reaction, you will not find any kind of difficulty in the next incoming portion. Now next reaction is there, number 5. Okay, that is called, heading directly I am writing, Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov's. See here, what happened to this? Markovnikov's rule. Okay, this reaction is very important. Of course we have to explain this reaction. Now questions will be there. See, state and explain. State and explain Markovnikov's rule. Okay, state and explain Markovnikov's rule with the suitable example. So first thing you have to note down, this rule is applicable for the unsymmetrical alkene. See here, unsymmetrical alkene plus unsymmetrical HX, hydrogen halide here. For example, see here, CH3 CH double bond CH2. Now round this double bond, on this side 1 carbon is there, on this side 2 carbon is there. So equality of number carbon is not there, therefore such a type of alkenes are known as unsymmetrical alkene. Okay, so it has a name prop 1ENE. Go through the 11th standard chemistry, you will find the nomenclature, plus HBr. Okay, this is the adenum unsymmetrical reagent. Now what happens, see here, 2 products are possible here. I am directly writing CH3 CH CH2 Br and here H. Okay, CH3 CH Br CH3. Now these are the 2 possible products. Now what happened, this product is found to be major product. Which product? Major product, that is 80% in nature. This found to be minor 20%. Okay, now see here what happened. According to Markovnikov's rule, when or during the addition of unsymmetrical reagent to the unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the adenine, negative part means what? Everybody know hydrogen positive, Br negative. This negative part of the adenine goes to that carbon atom which carry less number of hydrogen atom. So out of these two carbon atoms, see here, which are doubly bonded, okay, here one hydrogen is there, here there are two hydrogen. Therefore according to Markovnikov's rule, which said that negative part of the adenine go to that carbon atom which carry less number of hydrogen atom, okay, and whatever product we get, that is stable product, that is the major product. Okay, so via this rule we get what? 2-bromopropane as a major product. Okay, 2-bromopropane as a major product and 1-bromopropane as a minor product. Okay, so this is the utility of the Markovnikov's rule. This is the utility of the Markovnikov's rule. Now last topic of the day video, that is what? Anti-Markovnikov's rule. See here, which will work exactly in the opposite direction to that of Markovnikov's rule. What is that? Anti means opposite. Markovnikov's rule. Okay, this is also known as Kharash-Mayo effect. Okay, now see here, this will work in opposite direction to that of Markovnikov's rule. Means you got the idea that here 2-bromopropane is the major product, 1-bromopropane is the minor product. It does mean that here 1-bromopropane will be the major product, means vice versa, opposite of that. Okay, so what we can say in this anti-Markovnikov's rule, during the addition of unsymmetrical reagent to the unsymmetrical alkene, see here, unsymmetrical CH3, CH double bond, CH2 plus HBr. So according to this rule, opposite direction, what happened? Negative part of the adenine goes to that carbon atom which carry more number of hydrogen atom. Okay, so listen here, we are writing here the product, so no need to explain much more. CH3, CHH, CH2, Br. Okay, what is this? Major product, 80%. Here let me write product first. CH3, CH, CH3, Br. Okay, 20%, and it is the minor product. Okay, one important condition, this reaction is carried out via peroxide, for example H2O2, or many more peroxides are there, benzoyl peroxide, no doubt. Okay, any of this you can take. Hydrogen peroxide, structure is like this. This is called peroxide linkage. Okay, very important. Once you are writing about the anti-Markovnikov's rule or Kharash-Mayo effect, you must mention this. Okay, so this is for today. In next portion of the video, we will discuss incoming syllabus of the halogen derivative. Okay, so this is about the today's part. In next part, we will discuss next syllabus of the same chapter. So keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing, and keep sharing. Okay, thank you.